Hi everyone, my name is DTD, and welcome back to Doki Doki Exit Music Redux, Part 6. The last episode was quite an important one, so if you haven't seen it, you probably should. But what made the last episode so important was that the MC and Natsuki finally confessed their love for each other, which is really nice, because that's what the whole mod is supposed to be about. But anyway, they have just returned home and they were watching like a movie or something and fell asleep on the couch or whatever. Anyway, we're just going to dive right on in because I already did this intro, but I forgot that my audio was muted. So I recorded for a full 5 minutes before I realized that nothing what I was saying was being recorded, which was a little annoying, but you know what? Life goes on and on. So, without further ado, let's just dive right into the game. Alright. Waking slowly from my nap, I turn to realize that Natsuki is still fast asleep next to me. Groaning, I realize what day it is. Monday. A school day. Turning to Natsuki, who's snoring loudly, I can't help but notice her black eye. While miles better than it was when I first saw it, it's still a little worse for wear. I just wonder if she'll be able to cover it up well enough to risk school. I have to hope so because either of us missing another school day would be bad news. Ugh, crap. Well, if we're not already too late, that is. I clumsily reach over towards the coffee table, trying to pinch my phone without disturbing Natsuki too much. 7:03 a.m. Yeah, we're definitely going. Well, now's as good as time as any to get myself ready. First things first, though. I have a pink fur ball latched onto me that I don't dare wake. With the precision of a bull in a china shop, I slip away from her, grasp, and rush upstairs. Maybe she didn't notice. Black screen. With a towel around my waist, I vigorously scrub my hair with another as I enter my bedroom. After drying my hair, I dig through drawers for my school uniform. Bingo! As I get myself dressed, I hear the ever-familiar creaking of my stairs. Maybe she did notice. Just as I finished fiddling with my tie, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. Hey. Hey. How are you feeling? In general? Well, that too, but I was more asking about your thoughts on heading to school today. She takes a second to answer. I could try. What about your eye? And your dad? Well, it mostly depends on how well I can cover this up. She points towards her eye. Yeah, the swelling isn't nearly as bad, right? Think you can cover it up? I can make a decent effort. I've gotten pretty good with makeup the past few years. And as for my dad, I don't know. I don't think he'll go as far as to confront me at school. Too many witnesses. Dad always liked to behave in public. Our family is nobody's business or whatever. But if something is up, we can always hole up here and get our work somehow. I quickly regain composure before she can notice my demeanor shift. And you got your uniform, right? Nothing missing? I checked. Jacket looks good enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I'm feeling pretty alright. Well, that's great. Thanks. Talk to you when I'm done. She disappears and I hear the bathroom door lock from across the hallway. Interesting that neither of us addressed the elephant in the room. I shrug it off and resume my preparations. Heading over to my desk, I unzip my school bag and shove my stationery into it, followed by my reading materials for today's lessons. And the 4th and 5th volumes of Parfait Girls for good measure. Lastly, I come across the poem I wrote for today. I fold it in half and neatly tuck it away in my bag before slinging it over my back. That should be everything. Heading out into the hall, I rap on the bathroom door a couple of times. Just a second! After a moment, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. Alright, how's it look? I'm taken aback by how well she covered up the fading bruise. Well, for a second I forgot it was even there. It looks great. Thank goodness. I was worried it wasn't enough. Well, looks like I'm going to school after all. She exits the door only to pull me into a short but sweet half hug, presumably to avoid the makeup smudging. Thanks. What for? It's no problem. Well, I'll be waiting downstairs. You want some toaster or something? Ooh, that'd be nice. She pecks me on the cheek. I better get ready then. Don't want to be late on the first day back. I nod as she slinks into her room. I idle for a second, just taking in the fact that Natsuki actually just kissed me on the cheek. Hell, she hugged me. The fact that we're actually together now is still a little mind-boggling. But I stopped dawdling. She literally kissed you, like, actually kissed you last night. How's that? Oh, whatever. That toast isn't going to make itself. The final bell rings, signaling the end of school day. The students around me, already waiting to go, all pile out through the door. While it was simple enough to catch up with what I missed on Friday, I can't make it a reoccurring habit. If I fall too far behind, I'm kinda screwed. Truth be told, though, it feels good to be back at school. Not because I particularly enjoyed it, but because the rigid timetables give me something to do. Something I think I desperately need given how erratic the past few days have been. Now, time for the literature club. I follow the last few students out of the door and take a left turn. Rounding the corner, I enter through the ever familiar door and find nobody. I don't think I've ever actually been the first person to arrive at the club before. Digging through my bag, I whip out the fourth volume of Parfait Girls, take a seat at the desk nearest to me, and opt to occupy myself with some light reading until someone arrives. Sure enough, it's not too long before the door swings open. DTD? Hey, Nat. Oh gosh. Oh my. Voice crack there. Hey, Nat. You're early. Yeah, so are you. Yeah, I'm just around the corner, so. Natsuki scans her eyes across the room. So, no one else is here then? Not yet. She hops onto the desk, her legs dangling back and forth. I'm guessing Monica and Yuri are prepping for that welcome back Sayori thing. And Sayori is... I shrug. Oh yeah. The party. Natsuki sighs. Oh, how's the eye? Nobody's noticed. I think I did a good enough job covering it up. And will you need to reapply the makeup or anything? I hope not. You will let me know if you start seeing it though, won't you? Of course. The two of us sit in silence for a few moments, letting the atmosphere soak in. Before long, I interrupt. Well, want to pass the time? I wave Parfait Girls around. Heh, sure. Beats doing nothing. Hopping off the desk, she pulls out the chair next to mine and takes a seat. Just as we find our page, Monica stumbles through the classroom door. Oh, what happened to you? Hey, guys. Oh, hey, Monica. You need help with anything? Looking over at the club entrance, I notice Monica carrying a surprisingly large and seemingly heavy bag into the room. She nods her head promptly, her red face displaying some sort of annoyance. Like when I saw her last, she seemed pretty stressed out. I'll give you a hand. Sure, just be careful, it's fragile. Natsuki assists Monica in carrying the bag into the clubroom and placing it on the teacher's desk. What you got in there, cinder blocks? Actually, she unzips the bag, revealing a new tea set. Just a little something for Sayori. Oh, and the rest of us, of course. The new set has 5 cups. One for each of us, our names painted on each in a different color. The new teapot has Literature Club written in script across the middle of each side. I mean, it's nice and all, but is it really a gift for Sayori? I don't think I've ever seen her show an overt interest in tea. Yeah, sweet. It looks great, Monica. What's that for? Oh, this? She pulls a decorated card out of the bag, handing it our way alongside her pen. This is actually something I need to catch up with you two on. Yuri and I have already signed it. Dear Sayori, welcome back to the Literature Club. We know things haven't been easy, but we just wanted you to know that we're all here for you. Regards, Monica, Yuri. I I have a bad feeling about this letter. I don't know. I mean, on the surface, it's fine. Like, it's just saying that you're supporting her. But, I don't know. Like, do you really need a signed card by everyone for it? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Looking over to Natsuki, her expression screams too much. See, exactly. But knowing what happened with the festival, her big day, not to mention the sporadic at best club meetings last week, it seemed Monica is praying for something to go her way. Sure, I'll sign. Taking her pen, I sign off on it. Handing it over to Natsuki, I nod to her. She scrawls her name down. Thanks, guys. I'm sure she'll really appreciate it coming from all of us. Taking the card back, Monica folds it shut and slots it into the envelope. She neatly puts the card back in its place, wedged between two cups. Turning back, she gives us a double thumbs up before zipping the bag back up, hiding the tea set from view. So where is Sayori? Oh, Yuri took her the long way around since, I need some time to catch up with you. Oh, how could I forget? You two brought your poems, right? For once, I have the answer. In my bag, yeah. Same here. Oh, perfect. Well, looks like this is going to go off without a hitch. I hope so. Natsuki takes notice that I am motioning towards Parfait Girls and returns to her page. Monica takes a seat at the teacher's desk, tapping her fingers on the desk. The three of us sit in silence, waiting for Sayori and Yuri. Oh no! The snacks! Eh? Monica rises from the chair, heading towards the door. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get the snacks from my locker. Oh, okay. Just as Monica pulls the door open, Sayori and Yuri appear. And that's why I'm... Oh, hey, Monica! Monica passes by them without a word, disappearing into the hall. Where'd she... The four of us gather around some desks that have been pushed together. Yeah, she said something about going to get some snacks. Ooh, snacks! Yeah, hopefully she won't be gone too long. Luckily, it only takes a minute or two for Monica to return with a frankly ridiculous supply of snacks. She's standing in the doorway, arms filled with chocolate bars, cookies, and peanut butter crackers, all of which I recognize from the store. Sure enough, I can spot the white chocolate bar buried somewhere in there. Oh, wow. You weren't lying when you said snacks, Monica. Well, it wouldn't be a proper welcome back without them. Monica empties her arms onto the desk before taking her own seat opposite Natsuki and I. Careful, Monica, you nearly spelt the goods. Sorry. I'm just excited to have our vice president back. I really want this to be a special occasion. So, Yuri, do you want to do the honors? Oh, of course. Well, now that everyone is here, Monica and I have actually prepared a surprise for everyone. Monica strides over to the teacher's desk and unzips the backpack lying in... wait. Sayori doesn't look super, happy? Yeah. The new tea set The new tea set is revealed to everyone. I feign surprise. It's not much, but I thought it'd be nice to share. How do I do her voice? It's been so long. Hold on, let me think. It's more like, ooh, this looks so elegant. Thanks, Yuri. Thank you. And hey, the cups are bigger. Thanks, Yuri. This must have taken a lot of time to prepare. Thanks. It seems Yuri can hardly contain her excitement. Oh, it's nothing. I couldn't have done it without Monica, though. Oh, don't mention it, Yuri. So, would anyone care for some tea? That would be lovely. Oh, yeah, please. Ditto. Yeah, thanks. Noting the reception, Yuri carefully whisks the Literature Club's new teapot away. I can't help but smile. It's been a while since I saw everyone in the club all gathered together, and happy. As the thought crosses my mind, Monica reaches into the bag, pulling out the card from earlier. I don't know. Sayori? Eh? It's for you. From all of us. Sayori carefully opens it, taking care to avoid ripping the envelope apart. She takes a moment to read it before closing it back up and slipping the card back into the envelope. Oh, thanks. It's no problem. We just wanted you to know that we care. And we're here whenever you need it. That means a lot. But it's okay, you don't need to worry about me. Oh, I just want to make sure you're comfortable here. Thanks, Monica, but as long as I'm here, I'm as comfy as I can be. I'm really relieved to hear that. Oh, hold that thought. Before Sayori can get another word in, Monica motions toward the mountain of snacks. I don't mean to change the subject so quickly, but take your pick. We're celebrating your return after all. Natsuki is not having it. I know you can't really see her head, but here, yeah, she is not happy. Sayori shifts in her seat a little, but smiles anyway. These look really nice. And just for you. From the pile, Monica recovers the white chocolate bar, offering it to her. Thanks. Don't thank me. DTD steered me in the right direction. Ooh, Natsuki is really unhappy. I mean, yeah, the whole thing is uncomfortable, understandably so. Sayori turns towards me, gives me a strained smile before silently tearing the wrapping and take a nibble. Before long, Yuri returns, teapot in hand. Judging by the steam emanating from the spout and the fact that Yuri's protecting our hands with a dishcloth, I assume it's boiled too hot to hold. She looks like she's trying to handle a bomb. Carefully setting the teapot down on the desk, she begins filling each cup with water. She then rummages through her bag some more and pulls out a small box of tea bags. However, this time she seems to have a surprise in store. Oh, one more thing. This isn't just any old This isn't just any old tea. This is my mystery blend. She gently swills the tea bag around in the cup, playing up the mystery element. Taking 4 more, she carefully dips each into the water. Once she's finished, she distributes our individual cups one by one. Monica reaches her teacup. To our vice president. We all awkwardly join in her impromptu toast to Sayori. This is weird. I can tell that Maka's really trying to prep her up, but it's coming across as forced. And even I can tell that Sayori doesn't seem to enjoy the attention. But I keep the observation to myself and join the other club members in taking a sip. The tea is very tart, but also oddly sweet. I can't for the life of me figure out what it is, but it tastes great. This is really nice, Yuri. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's good. What is it? Yuri, pleased with her selection, sits more relaxed in her seat. It's a mystery blend for a reason, DTD. Dang it. Nah, I got nothing. Natsuki shrugs, surmising the same. Ah. Why don't you all guess flavor and I'll let you know if you get it. You're on. Predictably, Sayori is up for the challenge. She takes a long sip from her cup. Maka and I follow. I'm still not sure what it is. This is driving me insane. Like it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't figure it out. Puppy eyes aren't going to win me over, Sayori. This is impossible. Can we get a little hint? Okay. This blend has organic... What? Rubus, honeybush, and blueberries. That wasn't much of a hint. It seems like it's lost on everyone else, too. Everyone except... Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a grin spread across Monica's face. She's definitely figured it out. Any guesses? Unusually, Monica begins mouthing something, seemingly in Sayori's direction. She turns away, trying to avoid her gaze. Natsuki glances toward me, clearly irritated by Monica's coddling. Gosh. Yuri, noticing this, turns to Monica. Monica, I take it you must have a guess? Oh, maybe. Is it blueberry cheesecake? That's correct. It's supposed to taste like blueberry cheesecake. Oh, good job, Monica. Yeah, well done. Congrats. We all share an awkward moment of silence after the half-hearted celebration. The tension in the air is palpable. Everyone saw what Monica tried to do. It just seems no one wants to address it. Even Monica consists that she messed up. Sayori crumples the chocolate bar wrapper. Desperate to salvage the moment, Monica approaches her. Oh, don't worry, Sayori. I can get those for you. With the smile of a caring mother, she outstretches her hand, waiting for Sayori to give up her garbage. Oh, well, alright. Monica trots over to the door and hastily exits the classroom, likely in search of the trash cans down the hall. Taking this moment of solace, Yuri and Sayori seem to quietly convene. It's no wonder who they're talking about. Giving them their privacy, I turn to Natsuki. We need to do something. Oh, I racked my brain before... Poems? Yeah, okay. You bring it up. I might burst a blood vessel if I have to deal with her crap for another minute. Hey, she's trying, even if she is, screwing it up at every turn. Yeah. Right on cue, Maka returns empty-handed. I suppose now is as good a time as any to bring it up. Monica? We were thinking, maybe it's a good time to exchange poems. Oh, yeah. Good idea, DTD. As if she's just been blessed by God, Monica snaps back into her usual confident self. Okay, everyone. We've not read each other's poems in a while, right? Well, how about we do that now? If you like to get yours ready, then we can pass them amongst each other and... As if like clockwork, Yuri, Natsuki, and myself all begin digging through our bags. Oh no. Sayori lingers around, unsure of what to do with herself. Monica, having gotten her poem ready, notices Sayori. I hastily mouth a sorry to her. Sayori, have you gotten a poem? I mean, I totally understand if you haven't. I know the club might have been a low priority. Guys, you haven't been a low priority. I didn't really write a poem, but all I've wanted to do since I got back home was come back here. Sorry, Sayori. I didn't mean to assume. Well, in that case... Guys, if you want to pack them back up, maybe we'll do this another time. When Sayori can join in. Oh, no. It's alright. I'd still be happy to read the others' poems. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the reason to hold everyone back up. But I don't want you to feel left out, Sayori. I'm sure they wouldn't mind holding their poems back until... Monica, I really think you should let Sayori make the decision. Yeah, it should be up to her. Monica finally seems to notice that all eyes are on her. Natsuki looks like she could tear her to shreds. Before Monica can pick up her sentence, however, Sayori takes a stand. You know... It probably is best if we leave the poems for tomorrow. Oh. Well, if that's what you want. Once again, we're all at a loss for words. The silence is so deafening, it's honestly difficult to handle. I can only imagine how much pressure Sayori's under. Eager to remedy the situation, I contemplate heading over to ask her how she's doing. But something tells me that's the last thing she wants. Besides, she's already talking to Yuri, and now the two are packing up together. They're already halfway out the door when Monica notices. Guys... She rushes over, presumably to ask her what's up. They both disappear into the hallway. Natsuki stares me down with the same guilty expression I can feel forming on my face. I feel a lump in my throat. Alright, screw this. I'm gonna go talk some sense into Monica. Are you sure? Well, are you going to do anything about it? Before I can get a word in, Natsuki's already storming off after them. I consider following, but I think my face is the last one that any of them would want to see. A few minutes pass by with no sign of anyone. Natsuki's right. Why didn't I speak up sooner? She's going out of her way to try and fix things. I mean, even Yuri had to intervene. What a great job I did for sticking up to my friends. I take a sip of my now lukewarm tea to try and calm my nerves. Maybe I should. When I DTD? Monica's back. Alone. I... I think that'll do for the club today, DTD. Don't worry, I'll clean up the mess. It's clear Monica is shaken by Sayori's abrupt exit. I don't think I've ever seen her this stressed out before. But I take her at her word and begin packing up my things. I shove Parfait Girls back in the bag and idle at the door. As I exit, I hear Monica muttering angrily to herself. You had one job. One job. I decide not to approach her. Exiting the club room, I exhale deeply. My first instinct is to call Natsuki, ask where she is, but she doesn't have a phone. Crap. It's pretty safe to assume she's probably gone straight back to my house, but truth be told, I'm still worried. Well, home it is. Black screen. Oh, that's right, there's still snow. I make my way back down the street, my house in sight. I quicken my pace, anxious to make sure Natsuki is there. Arriving at the front door, I fumble with my keys until I grab the right one. I unlock the door and swing it open. Scanning the entrance, my eyes are drawn to the sight of bright pink pigtails protruding above the couch. I heave a sigh of relief and come inside to greet Natsuki. Hey. Hi. Cold. I take a seat next to Natsuki, glancing towards the blank TV. She says nothing. I think I'm going to go check on Sayori in a bit. Good. She contemplates for a moment, head in her hands. I knew this would happen. I had this, nagging suspicion that this was all going to go wrong. Hell, I even warned you that Sayori might not take too kindly to being coddled like this. She sighs. I should have said something earlier. And you should have said something, period. I tried to bring myself to explain, but listen, I can't justify it. I just didn't know what to say. Anything would have done. I get the pressure. I felt it too. That's why I went along with the stupid card and the fake surprise. But TDD, you're always praising her. You've known her longer than any of us. You knew she wouldn't like being the center of attention. You knew Monica's special day revolved entirely around making her the center of attention. Why didn't you speak up? Why didn't you? I tried. I know it was too late, but I tried to. She wasn't having any of it. She took off the Yuri the moment I started laying into Monica. What did you say? What do you think? I told her to stop treating Sayori like some sad puppy, or she would lose the club she's so desperately trying to keep together. And, that's why I haven't gone to talk to her yet. I don't think she'd be too keen to hear me out. I mean, you think she isn't going to at least kind of blame herself for all this? The thought hadn't crossed my mind until now, but it worries me sick. For putting us on the spot, for me lashing out at Monica, for the club probably disbanding? What? Wait, what? The club's actually... She sighs, taking a gulp from her glass of water. I said a lot of stuff I didn't mean to Monica either. But I'm not going back there until she gets her act together. And I can't imagine Sayori at least would want to go back anytime soon either. And then, even you and Yuri still showed up. There wouldn't be enough members to keep it afloat. Running her hair through her hands, she comes full circle. You need to talk to Sayori. She'll probably at least hear you out. You explain that you're very sorry for leaving her high and dry like you did, that you want to make up for it, and you do whatever you can to make it up to her. If she still wants anything to do with me, then I'll help too. And a touch of advice? Don't try to justify Monica's action to her. You should have been the one to stick up for her. I know. To tell Monica to knock that crap off. I doubt she'll want to hear it, at least not now. I know. And I will, tonight. I guess I figured, I don't know, every time I want to pipe up, I get caught up in the fact that Monica was just doing what she thought was right. Yeah, sure, she was trying to do the right thing. DT, that doesn't matter when the right thing in her head is making Sayori even feel even worse than she already does. I mean, did you see her face? She was like a rabbit in headlights. Yeah, but she thought she was right. I'm not gonna rip into her just because she didn't know any better. Because, well, look what happened. Are you trying to blame me for this? I'm not blaming anyone here, alright? I'm just saying this isn't as black as white as you're trying to make it out to be. Monica had good intentions. You shouldn't have been so aggressive with her. Then what should we have done? Just sit there and let it happen? Let Sayori talk to her when she feels the time is right. Aren't you the one so concerned about treating Sayori like a big girl? So what, you want me to sit around and wait until it blows up again? Just because good old Monica thought she was doing the right thing? Of course you'd say that. What do you mean by that? This is no different to Thursday. Wait, what are you on about? You thought you were doing the right thing, right? When you broke me out of there? I mean, hell, I thought you were too. But now sleeping with one eye open, waiting for Dad to show up any second? I don't think it was. I should have realized this was a bad idea. I shouldn't have listened to you. I I should have just waited out like a month until my 18th. Done my time. I swallow. I'm at a loss for words. Every time I try to speak, my mind draws a complete blank. I mean, look, you still don't have anything. If you can't stick up for your best friend, how are you supposed to help me? We can figure it out then. Right now. Oh, don't worry. I think I already have figured it out. What is she? What are you? Huh? Her gaze pierces into my soul. She can't possibly mean. No. No, 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 no. No, you can't. You can't. Why not? I'm screwed either way. And at least I know where I stand with Dad. Why, though? It's just 1 month. We can wait it out. We can do it. Are you telling me that, or are you telling yourself? Because you don't sound as sure of it as you think you do. And can you please stop telling me what to think, DTD? I. What? You keep on telling me everything will be alright, but you have no idea what you're doing. What in the world is she saying? Crap. I feel like I'm going to suffocate in here. I need to get out. I need space. Hey, wait. Where are you going? I need a few hours. Some fresh air. I. Wait, DTD. I grab my jacket from the rack on the front door. I have my keys, and I'm going to lock the door behind me once I'm out. DT, wait a second. Answer for no one. I'll let myself back in. DT, isn't talking the one thing you need to do? I can't talk if I can't think, Natsuki. I need time to do that. Fine. The word lingers in the air as I reach the exit. Pulling the door to, I let myself out into the chilly street. I should talk to her. Next door. I rap on the door harshly. Weather being what it is, I dig into my pocket for my gloves. As I pull them on, I'm greeted by Sayori. DTD. Can we talk? Like now? I. What? Are you coming inside or what? It's freezing out here. Are you okay with going for a walk? I need some fresh air. Now? It's after dark. Geez, well, I guess. I'll grab my coat. Mom's asleep, so I think I can sneak out for an hour. Do you know where we're... I don't have a clue. I just want to walk. Oh, okay then. How about I take you on my little route? Your route? Yeah, to clear my head. By the sound of things, that's what you need too. Sari reaches over to her door, pulling a coat off the rack before trudging outside. Taking a left. Sure. We walk past my house. I don't see Natsuki in the window. Down the street, Sari takes another left. I follow. So you're here to talk, right? Yeah. Well, I'm listening. What's up? Well, I think it goes off without saying, but I'm sorry for not sticking up to you. I just didn't know how. And I wanted to make up for it however I can. Oh, DTD, don't worry about it. I don't think anyone really knew what to say. And for what it's worth, I know Maka was just trying to help. She came off a little strong. I'm not upset with her because of that. I understand why she's trying so hard. It's just, even despite her intentions, it doesn't feel good to be babied like that. It's like, ugh. It's not that hard to just treat me like she always used to. It makes me feel like I've done something wrong. Yeah, that's why I wanted to apologize. You really don't have to, DTD. It was pretty awkward for everyone. I get why you couldn't speak up. It's not just that. I ran into Maka way back on Friday while she was getting supplies for everything. I didn't think much of it at the time. I should have told her to be careful not to overdo it. Well, it's not like you could have known. We make our way down another side street. Noticing the look I gave her, she continues. DTD, it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. You've been my best friend for years. I should have known better. Don't beat yourself up so much. I'm okay, really. It may have been the most intense, uncomfortable 10 minutes since, thinking about it really hasn't been a very good week. But still, it was just that. 10 minutes. It's over now. So don't worry about it. Alright, if you say so. But if it'll make you feel better, I accept your apology. You do know you can talk to me if you ever feel down, right? Of course, DTD. I don't need to be reminded every 3 seconds, you know. Heck, you were the first person I ever opened up to about what I was going through. If it wasn't for you... Yeah. Besides, isn't that what I'm doing now? Huh. Yeah. Time to change the subject. But not to her. Not yet. So long have you been taking these walks? I used to only walk here when I couldn't sleep, but my therapist recommended I do it more often. So now I just do it whenever I feel like I need it. Never really took you for a big walker. That's probably because you were still asleep. I'd be up until I don't even know when. I was sick of doing nothing with that time, so I just walked. At like 5 in the morning. I was probably only out for 10 minutes the first time. And yeah, it helps. For once I enjoyed the silence, even if it's just around the block, you know? I feel like I can get through the next 12 hours without feeling like a burden to everyone. I feel like it goes without saying now, but you've never been a burden, Sayori. If I ever did or said anything that made you feel that way... You didn't, D2D. Well, you didn't mean to. I still have hard times thinking otherwise. But these walks usually help take some of the edge off. Well, if you ever get bored of the silence, I could always make things a little more interesting. Plus, it's the opportune time to just hash stuff out, you know. DTD, waking up at 6 in the morning on a Saturday to go for a walk? When you put it that way. It's been a while since I've heard her laugh. It's refreshing and a little relieving too. We start making our way up a pretty steep incline. It's not like I wouldn't have enjoyed your company. It's just the earliest I got out, the better. Especially when I could catch the sunrise. That room to think, I guess finally gave me the push I need to finish Dear Sunshine. If you remember that. Yeah, it feels like a million years now. But you weren't worried about some random creeps that could be lurking around. What, a prowler in this neighborhood? Just being out so early with no one else around? Seems like the perfect recipe for trouble. You watch way too much anime. What's that saying? Art imitates life? Isn't it the other way around? Life imitates art? Maybe. Am I wrong, though? I know better than go down any dark alleys, DTD. I never had to deal with any random creeps. I don't have to worry about any of that now. Because you're doing these walks at a reasonable time now? Well, that, but also... Sayori jumps up and pulls me to a quick, tight hug. Eh? Because I have my best friend to protect me, obviously. Oh yeah, me and my big manly muscles. I return the hug and set her down. We continue walking along the sidewalk until we reach the top of the incline. We're greeted by a cliff-top road winding along the edge of the cliff. Guardrails fence us in. I can hear the crashing of waves against the cliff face far below. Yeah, not bad, is it? Not bad at all. You walk all the way down here? If I plan to stay out for like 2 or more hours, that road carries on for miles. I usually just hike up here for the exercise. Oh, and the view. Yeah. So want to take a seat? She points across the road to a dingy little bus stop. Sure. We cross the road hastily before sheltering in the bus stop. At least it protects us from the wind. Anyway, I know you didn't walk with me all the way up here just to apologize. So what's really going on? I notice I'm not saying anything. Why can't I bring myself to say the words? It's just the two of us, stuck in the house together. It gets a little claustrophobic sometimes, you know? But it's alright. Okay, it's not really alright. Trouble in paradise, huh? I nod. How is she? Oh, you know. Well, you saw how she blew up. You tell me. Uh-huh. Maka didn't deserve that. But I guess, well, I get it. Yeah. And now... She thinks she wants to go back home and I don't know what to do. Oh no. Why? Because I need to grow backbone. She said something like, if you can't even stick up for Sayori, how can you protect me? Sayori doesn't respond. I know she's right. I just need to prove to her that I can. Well, you need to remember that she's scared. Scared and alone. She's not alone, but she feels it. Isolated? Isolated. And if she feels isolated, she's going to want somewhere normal to return to. Even if it's bad for her in the long run. How could she feel alone like that? I've been there every moment. I continue listening. I kind of feel like something like that in the hospital, you know? By day 2, I was losing my mind. The only interaction I had with the outside world were nurses, the psychologists, Mom, and you. I just wanted to go back and see my friends. And that was only for 3 days. Imagine how Natsuki feels. Close to a week now, right? 4 days. 4 days with no end in sight. I'm not comparing your place to a prison, DTD, but that's how she might feel. I guess. I wish you didn't feel that way. I was hoping that since we're together... Sorry, blinks. Oh, yeah. A long, stinging silence. Hey, if I learned anything from my therapist, DTD, it's that a relationship doesn't fix things. It can help to fix things sometimes, but it's not cure-all. You love her, right? I exhale and nod after a moment. Yeah, a lot. And I think you should sit down with her and talk. Really listen to her issues. But I do listen to her. I've done nothing but... She has to feel like she's being listened to, DTD. Otherwise, neither of you are going to get anywhere. Sayori draws a deep breath and looks out towards the sea. I certainly didn't feel listened to back then. And I know now that everyone was, but it's really hard to focus on that in the moment. I think Nat feels the same way as all. I internally shrug at what she, however unintentionally, implies. She pauses for a moment before bringing her gaze back up to me. She holds my hand and squeezes it. She's freezing. I can even feel it through my gloves. I know that your first thought is to help and protect your friends. I, of all people, know that. It's one of the reasons you're my best friend. But I think you need to turn it off once in a while, you know? We don't all need saving all the time. And I think you're being more of a protector to her than a friend. Well, boyfriend. And I'm not sure that's what she needs. If that makes sense. A low pitched rumbling interrupts her. She lets go of my hand before reaching to her pants pocket. Sorry, I gotta take this. Sorry exits the bus stop, presumably for privacy. She's quick to answer the call. Hi, Mom. I'm with DTD. We were just going for. Right now? But it's. Okay, Mom. Yeah, I'll be back soon. No, Mom, it's him. We'll be fine. Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket. Yeah, I'll be okay. Bye. She hangs up before sighing. She wants you home? Yeah, after last week, she's starting to worry about me a lot. And I have to take my evening medication on time. You think you're gonna be you think you're gonna be able to handle this? I audibly sigh, unsure of how to answer. I suppose so. It's just a little touch and go with Natsuki right now. Yeah. We soak in the silence, both uneasy. Anyway, I do have to get home, so. Yeah, of course. Sayori takes off in a hurry. Struggling to my feet, I catch up with her. We begin making our way home, backtracking the way we came. You know, this was nice. Hopefully, it makes up for not being able to hang out yesterday. Oh, DTD, don't worry about that. You were busy. Yeah, I guess. We should do it again sometime. Sometime soon. Yeah, maybe not tomorrow, because Yuri's coming over to help me study, but hey, maybe we could both come over, like have a study party thing or something. Yeah, that actually sounds nice. Sure. And thanks, Sayori, for everything. I'm glad we cleared the air. And now I know how I can approach. From the end of the street, a car slowly pulls around the corner. The headlights disorient me, and I raise my arm to my face to blot it out. As the headlights swing back to the center of the road, I get a good look at it. My blood runs cold as ice. Time slows to a crawl. No. No, this can't be happening. It can't. An old vintage muscle car? A familiar silhouette at the wheel, illuminated only by the glow of a lit cigarette? It's him! But as quick as the car arrives, it's gone, cruising past us, and heading straight up the hill. The fact that he paid us no mind is no consolation. Sayori turns to me, clearly noticing the look on my face. DTD? Are you? Yeah, I'm. My heart pounds in my ears. I stumble towards a nearby lamppost for support, propping myself up against it. DTD, what's wrong? Sayori, it's her dad. What? I can't even bear to repeat it. I start to run. I need to get home. She needs to be safe. I need to. My knees buckle, my foot slips, and I plummet down onto the snowy pavement. DTD! It quickly becomes a struggle to breathe. All I can force myself to do is memorize. In, out, in, out. Sayori hovers over me, unsure of what to do. DTD, can you hear me? Just hang on, okay? I'll get you an ambulance. I spring into action, just barely able to spit out a sentence. No, just please get me home. Quickly. Sayori balks before nodding. Clasping my hand tightly, she prepares to try and hoist me up. She's saying something, but I've completely tuned her out. Maybe it's a countdown. She somehow pulls me into a sitting position. Before I know it, I'm back on my feet. I feel her arm wrap around my shoulder, pulling me close. One step, two step, 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 one step, two step. Act 3. A Wolf at the Door. Tuesday, 3rd of October, 2017. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. I hate to leave us all on a cliffhanger, but I've got a life that I need to get to. So, thank you all so much for watching. Mine is DTD. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. And remember to tell a friend about the channel. Remember to tell that friend to tell a friend about the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.